Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back. Happy Monday. I am shuffling up right now, catching a vibe, getting ready to do our weekly spread. I do have a couple of downloads. They're really what I listed in the title. We'll probably touch on them throughout the reading, but I'm really curious to just see what will come in outside of what I am, because when it comes to downloads, there's a bunch of, I look at downloads as free radical information out in the ethers that anybody can tap into. And I feel like whatever it is that I am focused on, there's a lot of other things happening. So I just want to pull cards and see what else we tap into. That could be a message within itself. Like the universe is trying to get your attention because you could be really focused on a particular thing, kind of like I'm focused on certain downloads, and the divine's trying to get you to allow capacity for your focus to be on some other things that need your attention at this time. It's not to say you're not doing good work. It's not to say that whatever your attention is on isn't necessary. It just seems that you could be a little bit focused. And what I'm coming into the reading with right now is that the divine wants to kind of expand that. Again, this Jupiter expansion energy, which is just all over the place. Side note, so yesterday I was walking my dog. I heard about the lunar moon eclipse, but you guys know I'm not an astrologer. I didn't know that it was like a really big astrological date. I'm walking Thora and I see the moon, and the sun had just set, so the moon wasn't very high. And I saw the eclipse with my naked eye. And part of me wanted to run back to the house and leave Thora, like drop Thora off and then like rush to the bluffs. But I didn't know how long the eclipse would even take. So I was just there in the street with Thora watching the moon disappear. And then essentially it started to slowly come back. I haven't seen anything like that in my life. I saw a solar eclipse when I was like in elementary school, maybe like the first grade or something like that. And I remember the teachers were telling us, don't stare at it, don't stare at it. And all of us at lunch break were like just staring at it and shit. So I thought that was really cool, but I cheered in the street because I felt like it was confirmation. I know it sounded a little crazy, me talking about the plagues, right? But when I saw the moon go dark and the sky go dark like that, I was brought to the plagues, and it just reassured me that the oppression, the evil, all of this stuff, it will be dealt with we have to put our faith in the divine, in the creator, which is our higher power that we acknowledge, we respect, and we co-create with. And I just felt relieved, like, we have a lot to look forward to, okay? And there's a lot of liberation and Jupiter energy that is coming into play. So instead of being so focused on, because I do feel like another message is that you are going to be required somehow to have to integrate into some kind of fight for something. Your inner fighter is going to be required to live, and it has to do something with mission, something close to your heart that triggers the inner fighter in you to stand up and want to fight. And I feel like it is in defense of yourself or someone else or a particular cause. That was another message. See, like I'm going all over the place now. But anyways, hi guys. Let me get my glasses so I can see what you're saying. I kind of lost track. I feel like I'm going in like a heap of directions. Oh, I can see you guys clearly. Hey, 3 times in a week. No, I wasn't live. I just shared. I know it gave you live vibes, but that video that I shared yesterday, that was a recorded video that I posted on Patreon that I just shared with you guys because I thought that instead of just reiterating all the same messages, to just share it. Be an Aries moon. Why? What am I missing? Okay, see the eclipses, miracles and blessings. Destiny gal, you look peaceful. I do feel peaceful. Thank you. Hi, Angel Gang. I mean, as peaceful as I can be. My shadow's just like, are you sure we're peaceful? I'm like, just pipe down, shadow. Anyways, let's pray and then pull some cards, and then we'll even expand a little bit on those pre-downloads that I had coming into the reading that are in the title. All right. Creator God, Prime Source, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective all the messages that are in our greatest good, surrounding our material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to us, our personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Creator God, Prime Source, Ancestors, Guardian Angels, for everything you do for me and the collective on a regular. All the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So glory be to the Most High, forever and ever. Amen. Let's see what the Divine wants to bring our focus to at this time. The Three of Cups. That just reminded me of Jazz and Mama D. Mama D's flying to Africa, and I have separation anxiety because us girls have gotten pretty close, and I love them so much, and yeah, we're gonna do the Three of Cups will resume. There's just a lot that's happening in each of our individual lives, and we've just been busy as all, but we'll definitely bring the Three of Cups back. Don't worry. Okay, but anyways, outside of that, the Three of Cups speaks of, it has words here. So family, friends, joy, abundance, can speak about, I feel like this social energy, getting out, having a good time. Some of you guys are going to be reconnecting with people you haven't seen in a long time and just getting together, getting people up to speed on what's going on in your life, being genuinely curious about what's going on in the lives of the people that you haven't really seen for a while. So I'm getting some kind of reconciliation energy with friends or family. Then we've got the Page of Pentacles, talent, skills, money. And then we've got the Five of Swords, upheaval, conflict, loss. Then we have the Seven of Wands in reverse, which is challenge and courage. But within reverse, that means you don't feel up to a particular challenge. You don't feel you're skilled enough. You don't feel you're equipped enough to, I don't know what this is. You don't feel equipped to go up against something, collective. I don't know what this is. It's something that the Divine wants you to see yourself. It's the energy, like the Divine's going, collective, are you up for the challenge? And the collective's going, no, I'm not. The collective's like, but it's great and it brings in abundance and we believe in you and you can do it. And you're like, yeah, well, that doesn't matter because I don't believe in myself and I don't feel like I can do it. I don't know what this is, though, that is making you feel this way, collective. For some of you, not all of you feel this way. Then we have the King of Swords, ambition, power, and influence. I feel like you're looking for this validation that the Divine is trying to give to you. You're looking for it in the flesh. You're looking for a person to be in your corner and validate you and tell you that you're courageous and that you're up for the challenge. Everything that the Divine is trying to tell you, you are looking for an actual human being, somebody in the flesh. It's going to help you believe it more. You're struggling to believe within yourself that you're capable of something or up for a particular challenge or could overcome a particular obstacle. I don't even know what this is. Now it's drawing me to the energy of don't let the ego kill this. So before I got on here, I was hearing, I've been actually tapping into, because every couple of months I go through ego death. And I'm just pretty much walking around doing an apology tour because my fucking shadow is just lashing out and just being a problem to me. So I've been tapping into this for a while, but before I came on today, I was hearing the ego's a dream killer. And I was like, what? So for some of you guys, your ego could potentially play you out of your position, because now the Five of Swords to the Page of Pentacles is showing up like a dream, like your ego is getting in the way of you. It's like gonna put you out of alignment. So this could be you rejecting something, feeling like it's not good enough, because another energy that I was tapping into was superficiality, that somebody was going to learn a very painful lesson about superficiality. Superficiality was going to teach somebody a very painful lesson. And with the pages get a really bad rap. There's this energy of it's not good enough, right? And I feel like this not good enough is not because it's not good enough because of your morals and your values. This is not good enough because of your superficial standards. There's something about superficiality, getting somebody to either accept or decline something that isn't good for them or is very good for them, if that's making sense. Somebody could be in regret because there was an energy of somebody feels left behind. Somebody could feel like their superficiality got them to leave something behind of value. Page of Pentacles. Their superficiality, because they're reflecting, going, why did I make that decision to leave that behind? Or why did I treat that or them so poorly? And what the Five of Swords is a reflection of is their own superficiality, meaning, first of all, you didn't see this as being worthy. And then the other problem is what you do and how you treat people or things that you don't see as being valuable to you. This didn't hurt you. This didn't betray you. This didn't dog you out. This was attacked because of superficiality, if this is making sense. Because I feel like somebody is reflecting back on this and going, I regret the way I treated somebody, or I feel left behind by somebody. But the irony is it's the exact thing that, or person that you didn't really feel had any worth to you. Somebody is getting some kind of realization about something or someone that they left behind. The same, so collective, somebody could have left you behind. The same person that left you behind, because of the law of the universe, guess how they feel? They feel left behind. By who? You. It's funny how that happens, right? I'm trying to relay a message to you that I didn't really get a lot of time to meditate on. I hope it's making sense. Patreon's very used to me, like with these broken messages, trying to figure them out. Anyways, let's see what else though comes in. There's also this energy of Two of Wands, plans, partnership, and influence. Yeah. I feel like this superficiality could very much have to do with partnership. There's been a heavy emphasis on partnership for the past couple of days. It's come in and out, but it's been very prevalent again. And I feel like somebody is either currently struggling to make a decision. And remember, I told you guys in the last reading, your instincts and intuition, we have one option. They have a direction. It knows where it wants to go. It's like a dog with a bone. But your doubt, your fears, your superficiality, the superficiality and judgment of other people will create other options for you, or at the very least, get you to not consider an option that your intuition really wants. Your intuition's going, what the fuck do you think I manifested this for? And your fear's going, couldn't be for me. Must be a mistake. Return to sender. Your superficiality will go, oh, well, that's not good enough. It must not be for me. Because this page here that some of you guys are being all like judgmental about and superficial about is a whole seed that grows into a whole abundant ass motherfucking tree that will cost thousands of dollars after it's grown. Do you get the metaphor I'm trying to give here? Somebody isn't seeing the value, but they're going to regret that. And they're going to feel left behind by the same thing or the same person they left behind. It could be a stock or a bond. Somebody's like, oh, that company, it's not worth anything. They left that stock, that bond, that company behind. Now it shoots through the fucking roof and they feel left behind by the stock or the company or whatever. Do you get where I'm trying to go with that? So collective, but we did this work about understanding and being able to use discernment about true wealth. And you do that from within, right? You do that by loving yourself at the page stage, loving your growth and development process, because it helps you to identify. It's like some of you guys are considering investing in a business, trying to figure out how to discern. You are the business. You're a seed. The business that you're looking at investing in is a seed. You understand? So look at your process. Look at what a truly viable seed looks like, because you went through it. Remember, God took you, planted you in the ground like a little fucking seed. This is about using discernment surrounding value and wealth. And it's funny, this is surrounding partnership. So this is somebody understanding that having a truly healthy bond and relationship is a part of wealth and abundance. But somebody who is superficial and has a superficial vantage point and judgmental approach to other people isn't going to understand the abundance that comes from people, because collective, for many of you, the universe is trying to bring justice into you through people. So you have been abused, taken advantage of, robbed, lied to, whatever the fucking the baggage is. And the divine's trying to bring in people towards you that are going to give you justice in the form of honesty and respect and dedication and support and all this investment, all this shit. You understand? So don't be superficial. Superficial could be many things. I don't deal with these kind of people. I don't get on with these kind of people. People who look like that or like that. People who come from that or like that. That's going to really backfire. I've had people do this to me all the time. People still do it, and I don't understand why. I personally had to struggle with this energy. 2 months ago, I was going through a dark night because I couldn't understand why people insisted on seeing me as worthless. I'm like, look at me. Look what I've done. Forget now, throughout my life. I don't care if I was poor. I don't give a fuck what it looked like. I've done the best I can. And I've done well for myself considering what the cards that I was dealt. You know what I'm saying? The bars on my laptop look low. Oh, it's okay. Anyways, some of you guys are really struggling. You don't know. You're looking at somebody as maybe not being worth the investment. This could be you judging somebody because of the amount of money. Well, I need to be with somebody who makes as much money or more than me. The problem is this romantic partner, for example, they don't make as much money as you now, but they are contractually agreed because of the path that they pick to make more money than you'll ever unlock in your entire lifetime. You see how you fucked that up? Is it lagging? Fucking internet, man. I don't know why. Yeah, if the internet comes in and out, it's just because I can see it. The bars are going in and out for some reason. But if it completely like pauses or freezes, let me know. Okay. Thanks, guys. All right. I feel really drawn to this superficial energy, and it is very much surrounded by not committing to lack, because superficiality is very linked to lack, which you would think it's not, right? Superficiality is about people wanting more and more and more. But no, that superficiality is rooted from a place of lack. And then people commit to superficial partners from a superficial place. And all they get is the Four of Pentacles, something they have to eventually let go of. Do you understand? Just be patient. If the lagging gets really bad, because when I see you guys comment on it, I think that there's something wrong now. But if it really gets really bad, I might as well not keep reading, right? So just if it gets really bad, be like, no, Des, it's really, really bad. Okay. All right. Hi guys. So let what go? The light. Hey Mitzi. Hey Mercy. Yeah, I think it's lagging in and out a bit, but it's on my end because I can see it on my laptop. Like I can see the bars going in and out. All right. Anyways. Exactly, right, Anime? Hey, Destiny Love Ray. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Maya. Joyful. Samantha. Okay. Let's see what else we get. Not committing to things from a place of lack, collective. And I just feel like the energy that some of you are in, that are in this like ambivalent energy, I don't know what to choose. your superficiality, rooted in your ego, which is rooted in insecurities, okay, are creating an option for you, or getting you to consider letting go of a very viable option, this is a viable seed. That's a viable seed. Look how long its roots are. That's a very viable seed, collective. I don't care if it's small now. Every plant that I've planted in my garden started off the size of my hand, and I'm going to reap all kinds of things off of it in a couple months' time. Imagine I looked at the store and I'm like, no, I want the big one. Let go of this channel. I believe in it. God's vision. I can't let go of this channel. I believe in it. What got you to consider to let go of it in the first place? You should look at that. It's legit. Anyways, 10 of Swords, endings, final closure, which is what I feel like this Scorpio full moon is really bringing an energy about, this final closure. Anyways, the Page of Cups, fun, magic, and then the 7 of Pentacles. Look at that. Look at that. Glory be to the Most High. It's a viable seed. It's a viable seed, but you're looking at it like this shit ain't nothing because you don't have vision for the superficial people that are there, because you don't have the vision. If you're superficial, no, it's rooted from a place of lack, fear. But somebody with vision will see this page and go, that's it right there. That's the money. That's the abundance. That's a value. And look how they end up after some time. But there's somebody who saw this pentacle, whether it was an investment opportunity, a relationship, a person, I don't give a shit, but they didn't see value in it. Somebody else did. And look at them now. That's who feels left behind. Whoever dropped this, because what's interesting is their instinct. Somebody declined an offer. Let's say it's a relationship. Let's say this pentacle's you, collective. Let's say it's you. Somebody didn't want to be in a relationship with you for superficial reasons. Okay? They saw this pentacle, this offer you were offering to them. They didn't take it because of superficial reasons. They continued to watch you because there was a part of their instincts that wanted to know, that seed, did it grow into anything? It sure did. It sure did. That person feels left behind. Collective, some of you, this is you in the present. Have vision. Have vision, collective. It's so important. Not to have a poverty conscious mind, to truly make decisions that are a reflection of wealth and abundance and not poverty. Superficial people are broke people pretending to be otherwise. I don't care how much money they have. I don't give a fuck. Superficial people are afraid. Okay? They don't have good relationships with their money, regardless of the perception that they give, whether on Instagram, social settings, whatever. They're constantly chasing it because good money is constantly trying to run from them. Money has respect for itself, and it will turn on you. It will play you. It's an energy if you don't have respect for it. Money doesn't really like superficial people. You'd think it did because of all the flashiness and the buying. Money wants to be used for something truly valuable because money sees itself as being abundance and understands, because it is the energetic vibration of abundance, what else is abundance. Money is an energy that has its own way of being. But I never lose. You can have a bad relationship with money, but that's also part of the laws of the universe, right? Whatever the demand is, there's going to be a supply. The universe will always provide to you what you need, even if you're not aware of it, even if it's not what you want, right? Precious, I'm here in the same situation. There is something I'm working on within myself, not accepting things from a place of lack. Exactly. That's why I can't give up. I know this is regardless of opinion. I'm 247 video in too deep. Okay. Let's move it around. The Queen of Swords. We had the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, I feel like even from the King and the Queen of Swords, I feel like somebody knows their worth, but they know that people have an open third eye. They have to be in tune. They have to have a certain level of awakening to be able to see that, like really see that. Because the Queen of Swords energy, whether male or female, is somebody who is willing to cut somebody off because they're not really sure that there's value here. The King of Swords energy is somebody who's very sure of their own value or the value of what it is they're looking at. Between the King and the Queen of Swords, I don't see them as a couple. I see them as both looking at a page, and one has the eye and the discernment to see value, and the other does not yet. The Queen of Swords doesn't have it yet. The Queen of Swords is going to chop this down, thinking, oh, it's not valuable, and lose. But the King of Swords won't. I'm getting investment energy too. Like somebody can make a lot of money making the right investment. This could be in an artist. This could be in a stock. This could be in a bond. This could be in a home project, construction. I don't even know. Okay, but let's pull on another deck. How's the internet? Get validation. I'm going to pull on another deck. I want to pull from the astro codes, since I'm not an astrologer, but whatever's going on astrologically is intense. I feel energies jumping in my stomach. That's a lot to do with chakra awakenings, things like that. You could even be going through a kundalini. If it's in the lower abdomen, if it's in the stomach, you have to understand you have another brain in your gut, right? So sometimes what's going on in your gut, like you get awakenings, like the same awakenings that occur in your third eye and your crown chakra also occur in your gut, which is why healthy eating, there's such a focus and a coalition between healthy eating and spirituality, because there's a brain in your gut. So some of you guys are going through an awakening in your second brain, which is why there's a really heavy emphasis on eating healthy, changing your diet. You could even be more aware of what hurts your stomach and what you can digest and what's for you than you ever have been. Before, your stomach would hurt and like bubble up, or you get diarrhea and you didn't really know what caused it. You couldn't really pinpoint it. Because you're going through an awakening in your second brain, which is really your gut, i.e. your root and sacral chakra, you could be getting a lot of information about your physical body. Like you're super in tune to it because you're going through an awakening there. You're my soul sister. Hi, 90s mom. Soul sister, I love and cherish the knowledge I receive from you. I love and cherish you and the support you give me, sister, and thank you. Being healthy, literally went full cycle last month. I'm alone again, sad but excited. Okay, feel you. Hi, Project Blackheart. Hey, really reality, oatmeal and cashews over here. I don't know, oatmeal. My stomach, my gut loves it. This morning, spirit nudged me to release 5 things. I wrote lack as the last one. Exactly. And it's funny because you letting go of lack is actually going to be, because you have consciously said, I'm going to release lack, you are now going to be initiated into what you just said, meaning you are going to manifest an opportunity to do that. That's why there's this energy of having to pick. We talked about it as the Y paradigm and the X paradigm, but let's see it as the 4 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles being holding on due to lack. And then the 10 of Pentacles, which is making moves towards your optimism and true abundance and seeing yourself and your future as being wealthy and abundant and being able to live in that energetic vibration instead of just being able to visit. Right? So I feel like you have to make a choice because one of them is a reflection of lack. And the way I was channeling it in this reading is a relationship. Let me give you an example, right? Somebody who's really superficial and puts a lot of emphasis on somebody needing to look good in order to be their partner and doesn't put care on the other qualities that they bring, that isn't a reflection of that person. The person who is judging and is superficial doesn't lack the qualities that are present in that person. So they're going to shame that person and then put attention to the qualities that they do have, which is maybe some money. They dress good, they look good, they have some money, but they're not loyal. They're not stable mentally and emotionally. They're not in tune. So that means they can't align you. So you're always going through shit and drama and fucking problems because they don't support you in alignment. So you're always going to be caught slipping. Right? Your partner, your friends, your family, they should always support you in alignment. They should read for you like the tarot readers, because we're coming out of this eventually. You're not going to need tarot readers because your friends and your family are going to read you for filth openly. We're going to do this openly in society amongst each other. This is what I mean about needing to become independent in order to evolve. Because 1,000 years ago in the tribe, there was only one oracle. There was one leader. There was one oracle. There was one healer. Now, everyone's unlocked the leader, the healer, the oracle within them. And now we come back as a tribe. We're super evolved now. Do you understand what I was trying to say about independence is linked with evolution? And that the more independent you become, the more evolved the tribe becomes. That's why union, don't let your independence turn into counter dependence, where I don't need nobody, you will not survive. Because it's just not set up that way. Certain animal species are. I don't really know. There's very few. But there are ones that are more solitary animals. We're just not built that way as human beings. Anyways. Thank you to everyone joining the live. Hey, Desiree Davenport, you're never late. You're always on time. And I always save them. I just love to interact with you guys. One of my favorite things, I know I'm really bad with the comments and stuff, but one of my favorite things is to watch the chat after the video, And yeah, because it's interactive. That's how I know we'll have a good time when I do more of these events and stuff. But anyways, let's pull from this Astro deck. Thank you, Creator, God, Prime Source, Ancestors, Guardian Angels. Can you give us more messages and more clarity about what's happening right now to us as an individual, to us as a tribe, spiritually, celestially, discomfort and abundance. Because only the divine could tell you better. You watched me shuffle, right? You guys hear me run my mouth. The divine, the discomfort that you're experiencing is directly tethered to Jupiter expansion energy, which is abundance. We just talked about really being able to identify true abundance, wealth, the discomfort coming out of your old paradigm, where you feel like the actions you're taking aren't even a reflection of you, but they're the most authentic reflection of you. It's just actually a reflection of how long you lived unauthentically. This discomfort is a reflection of how long you lived unauthentically and how your why paradigm is requiring you to dig deep and live your authenticity outside of yourself, into the light, not in the shadows. You guys are authentic in the shadow, alone, in your mind, within your soul. But how comfortable do you feel about living that authenticity outside of you? That's the discomfort, but it's directly tethered to the abundance you bring in. We talked about that in last night's reading after the dark one in the car. Woo! I felt that. Oh, for those that ask me why my nails are always fucking between the gardening and me touching the charcoal, like that's why I even stopped doing my nails, because they're burning. It's not the time right now. It's time for me to get my hands dirty, get it in soil, get it in the frankincense. I don't advise you guys to touch the charcoal, but why I do it is because it creates, you see that? It creates like a film. You see that? And that film isn't hot. It's just dust. That's why it looks like magical. Thank you, Miss Roxy. Look, I just burnt my nail. It's fried. Harlem shaking my way in abundance. A joy love. A CC. Yes, I was. It was sexual energy. It was a Scorpio moon. Sexual. Scorpio rules the sexual organs, but also where the sexual organs. It's by the root chakra. right? The sacral and the root chakra. These are the chakras that essentially are who you are. It's the idea of who you are, but it's also your authenticity. Kundalini awakenings are really about authenticity. The Kundalini snake is your authenticity living dormant in your root chakra. Your root chakra is about who you really are. So when you go through that Kundalini awakening, however it's expressed, it's your authenticity working its way up the chakra system. The root is the lotus that the serpents come out of. Love Kundalini. I'll share with you one day. I had the craziest Kundalini. It was sexual, but it was like it's the closest. It's the only thing I can relate to a Kundalini awakening. I actually had to look it up after the experience happened. I was by myself, and it was wild. I looked down and I see sparks. Right, that was wild. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I experienced, but I don't feel ready to share. It's very intimate. It's very like, we'll get there. We're bonding. My blood type is 0+, so I am connected to all the serpent ultra terrestrials. Looking forward to it. Thanks. Me too. Interesting. Hey, tuning in. Hey, Jag TV, welcome. Symbolism. We're going to read that. And expand. Whoa, look at that Sagittarius energy. Expand, Jupiter. This is both Sagittarius energy. Collective. I'm so proud of us. Some of you guys, you still don't believe it because you can't see it, but when you believe it, just remember we fucking talked about this. We did the work, and this isn't a surprise because God, the divine, tried to communicate through to us. This is what comes of this. All that discomfort, all that dark night work, all that anxiety, all of that shit. It was a reflection of expansion, comfort, that energy of being complacent and in your comfort zone. That's where dreams go to die. In that couch, in that complacent place. You weren't dying. You thought you were dying, collective. You were becoming alive. You were fighting. That's why you're going to experience expansion. The people who are dying are the ones in their comfort zones, becoming complacent, sitting on their deathbeds, talking about, I wish this and I should have done this. Not collective. No. Collective, you've been in the arena. Don't let the people, I told you guys, don't let the people that are sitting in the stands, rotting away, judge you while you're in the arena of life, giving it your best fucking go. Living out the spectrum of emotions, willing to go through the experiences, whether you fall down, whether you rise up, it doesn't even matter. You're just out here. Yeah, that's what really being outside is about. Straight up. Everybody talks about outside. It's like my shadow's like they're outside doing nothing, fam, and my higher self's like Manoa. Anyway, expansion. Are you surprised though? You shouldn't be, because you were pushing. All that discomfort was you pushing up against that firmament, pushing up against that glass wall, pushing through the dirt like a little fucking sprout. That's what all that discomfort was. It's Jupiter. I hope you got that, because it either feels or it's gonna feel so fucking good. But then when you're in this great feeling, people are looking at you like, what the fuck? Don't pay no mind. Don't go on tarot trying to wonder about none of these people. They need to come off of the fucking bleachers and out of their own fucking comfort zones and into the fire like the rest of us. And don't get it twisted. I know why people sit in the bleachers. I know why people sit in the fucking stands of life, because it's a lot down here. Okay, I know why people don't go through the fire, because the devil's trying to tell them they're going to get burned by it. But you are fire energy, collective. So how can that happen? You're afraid the devil's going to overtake you. How? You are darkness. You think your light isn't strong enough. You look at the light like it's something outside of you. You are a beacon of light in the darkest of place. We are living in hell. I just say that because I believe heaven and hell is right here. I believe heaven and hell is a perspective. I believe heaven and hell is an energy vibration. I don't believe it's like a place with like coordinates. Anyways, I feel like I'm giving like American preacher vibes. Like, praise the Lord. Like, I feel like I'm giving those vibes tonight. Anyways, there was just a lot going on. I've been saying it's Earth, duality perspective, Angel Gang. Hey, yeah. Hey, Black Velvet. Hey, Talia Webb. Hey, Ro. Harder and dying around me, share my head, own gesture. I missed that. Peace. Hey, Beliza. Workaholic. Wisdom. Okay, yeah, somebody just reminded me. Read Symbolism. Okay, I will. Okay, number 52, trine sextile symbolism. The date is a 7. This is a 7, so this speaks about present energy because it's the 15th. Okay. Symbolism. Trine and sextile planets promote collaboration by backing one another up, cheering one another on, and adding strength and value to their roles. A trine is formed by two planets 1/3 of the way around the circle from each other, 120 degrees apart. A sextile is half that, 60 degrees apart. The trine planets operate from the same element, fire, earth, air, or water, and speak that language. Sextile planets relate from the same polarity, but in different modalities, cardinal, fixed, or mutable. They operate like supportive, non-competitive best buddies. Action, lean into what is easy and comfortable and use that comfort to renew, grow, and expand. Now, this is really funny because I just went in on comfort, the comfort zone being like the devil's playground. And here comes comfort with Jupiter expansion energy. So you hear how expansion is also in the sextile. It's in this, expansion is in this, because it's Jupiter. Expand is literally on the Sagittarius card. And now we're reading the definition of this and we're talking about expansion again, collective. If this reading serves as anything to you, just know that you are going to expand outside of your circumstances. Just keep, because I'm getting that this discomfort is necessary. It's necessary. It's important. I'm going to read both because we clearly have to. And then number 14 is Sagittarius energy, which is right here. There's so many synchronicities in these cards. That's crazy. So we have to read both. Anyway. Look for people who have compatibility and complementary ideas or skills to yours. Work with your allies. Gently expand your world through compatible people. Collaborate skills, and through doing what you love, look for a person who holds a missing piece of the project and bring them in. Find those whose work you approve and approve of and invest in them. Engage family members and friends who really understand you. Explore what you have in common with a beloved and focus on that rather than on your differences, and build out from there. Wander in a favorite landscape and learn from what you find there. Play your favorite music, but on a new instrument. Bring your attention to where the energy flows easily, where support can be found, where enthusiasm exists. Grow organically. When life is hard, a dinner with friends where you can laugh, relax, and let down your hair. 3 of Cups energy, that social energy we had come in. Where you can let down your guard can be a great medicine. What a balm to talk over problems with somebody who understands your overview and to whom you don't need to expand yourself. Moments of ease can prepare us for bigger for the bigger challenges ahead. Challenge, the path of least resistance, can be both delightful and limiting. Don't get stuck in a comfortable rut. Okay, so that is pretty much talking about what we said. Don't get comfortable in a rut. Or don't get stuck in a comfortable rut. Lift one another up and grow. The comfort of compatible aspects can help us build up the resources needed to do the hard work and face the tough stuff. And I have a feeling that this is going to be about the tough stuff. Debilitated and discomfort, number 14, which speaks of a 5. 5s could be challenges, right? We have the 5 of Swords as being like a challenge that you didn't see yourself as being up for. So if you don't see yourself up for a challenge, what's the alternative? It's staying stuck in a limiting paradigm, which is this comfort zone, i.e. a comfort zone. The live has put my anxiety at ease. Aw, that makes me feel good about doing my job. This lines up with the vision I had last night. Spot on. I'm happy we are in tuned with each other. Anyway, you are being challenged to grow in ways you can't predict. You are being asked to diversify, stretch, and strengthen your weak muscles. Only you can decide if it's time to take the challenge, but this experience also encourages you to love yourself in the quiet moments and to appreciate what you bring to the table, even when no one else notices. I'm getting this energy, man, that somebody didn't appreciate or acknowledge something of value. Why am I seeing all these messages retracting? Indeed, I love a challenge. Thank you, sister, for your beautiful gifts. Thank you, Erica. Love yourself in quiet moments, yes. I finally caught you live. Hey, sis. Hey, Magic Move, K Move You. I appreciate it. I feel appreciated now. Aw. You be on point, thanks. Okay. Debilitated. If you put a well-organized city dweller deep in the wild woods, they'd be accidentally debilitated, out of their element, and pushed to live up to their potential. They may be uncomfortable, but their situation offers a chance to stretch. This is crazy because this is exactly what I plan to do. For me personally, this trips me out. Shout out to Mama D. She even read for me and she's like, you need to be willing to do this, make this leap, make this move. And I'm like, I'm not afraid to do it, but maybe I am. And I didn't realize. Thank you guys for all that donate. I appreciate you guys. Anyways, if you put a well-organized city dweller deep in the blah, 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 they may be uncomfortable, but the situation offers a chance to stretch further and develop their soul. The same goes for a planet in a sign or placement that's awkward with its nature. For example, Mercury is the least mercurial when it's in Pisces, opposite the sign Virgo, which it rules. Here, Mercury can bestow a great mind, but in an intuitive, integrated, imaginative way, not a mind to escape in purely intellectual pursuits. Action. This time, you are the invaluable sidekick. This is not your game, but you have a lot to contribute nonetheless, and the long-term benefits will be worth your efforts. Learn and listen rather than assert yourself and your opinions. Use your strength and leadership skills to support and center another person or project. Pass the ball to someone who is in a position to run with it. That sounds exactly like us playing in the arena. You see how that analogy is linked to us in the arena? I think that's really cool. Mama D, I just said your name and I just seen your name. Hi, Mom. How are you? I love you. Guys, please wish Mom safe travels, okay? And you're going to see me, Jazz, and Mom very soon on the Three of Cups. But for now, we got things to deal with. You get me? Anyway. Action. This time you are the invaluable. Blah, 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 blah. Pass the ball to someone who is in a position to run with it. Back up a leader. Do the work behind the scenes and bolster the team. If you're not ready to do this work, you can pass the ball and leave the field, but consider redefining your idea of success. This speaks about not just seeing success for especially those of you that have lived a very independent route. You see success as being what you're able to do on your own outside of people's limiting scopes upon you. Yes, that was on your karmic cycle, but on the new timeline, your success is only lived with the tribe. Your success is about what you can do when you collaborate, when you work with the tribe, when you support somebody else. It's like, I love how here it says taking your leadership skill to support another while they lead in whatever they're doing. This sounds like an evolved tribe. Tribe success, tribe evolution, that's the goal. Stay here and you can grow needed skills, expand repertoire and contacts, and build up trust amongst others who can help you in the future. Everything you learn, all the contacts you make, prepare you for what is in your turn. Challenge, whether you're an artist among the engineers or a linebacker amongst the ballerinas, you may struggle to apply your talents in this situation. In these moments, it's easy to slip into self-pity and self-doubt. It's also the black sheep energy. Allow yourself to be the specialist, right? If you're going into an area where everybody is good at one thing and you're not good at that thing, but you're good, take what you are good at. Instead of being like, oh, I'm an idiot amongst geniuses, be like, if they're all a genius in this, I'm a genius in this. So now it's not you amongst geniuses. It's you being an idiot amongst geniuses. It's you being a genius amongst other geniuses. You being a specialist amongst other specialists. So this is where you have to really accept when you are put in the position to be the black sheep. Okay. Gift, you are being challenged to grow in ways you can't predict. You are being asked to diversify stress. We read all that. Okay. We're almost done. I'm going to wrap with this oracle. Workaholic wisdom. I get that your hard work is expanding you. You didn't wait for the universe. This is those of you, because there's a lot that we just need to leave in the hands of the universe and the creator because of the law of attraction. But you did your part here. That's what I'm seeing from this. Faith. There's faith. The law of attraction. You do your part. Workaholic. The divine does its part. Faith. You have the wisdom to understand that you're co-creating with the divine. Yes. I got the whole world in his, I don't know where, excuse me, and one more. Oh, we have more than one more. Self-worth, confused. This is too many. Rejection, isolation. Yeah, some of you guys are coming out of isolation, and the only thing that was keeping you there wasn't your healing journey. It was actually your fears of rejection, which was part of your healing journey, because I guess you would have needed to heal that. But the ego will also get you, is the dream killer, right? Can kill this. Your ego can stop you from pursuing something out of fear of rejection. Do you see how the ego's a fucking dream killer? Look at all the versions of you. Your higher self and your instincts are talking to you. Your fears and doubts are talking to you. That's your fucking mother or father's face and their opinions in the background. Look at you all confused about what to do, what to create, what to put your time in, because you need to identify what's creating options, because for some of you, it's some superficial ass shit. We have discovery. What's this discovery about? That's the story of Petunia. Petunia. Discovery. When you read it from the book, it's that story. And soulmate. Oh, wow. That's the Petunia dynamic really playing out hardcore. Remember, essentially, whatever the guy, he's all in regret for not loving Petunia. And God's like, Petunia didn't even have the capacity for love anyways. See. She always comes out. Yeah, she does. 3 of Cups. Woo woo. Yeah, that was my childhood name. Petunia's popular. You guys said, what's her name? Tiana Taylor is her nickname's Petunia. You guys said Petunia is a popular thing. I didn't know about Petunia until I read this thing here. If the tribe member is not open to learning, well, the tribe member is going to isolate themselves into a position of independence, which is the universe way of getting them to evolve independently, because you're going to do it with the tribe or you're going to do it independently. And many of us, our codependent nature on the tribe stopped us from evolving the tribe because we wouldn't evolve individually, right? Because you're the seer and you're the oracle and you're the farmer and you're the doctor. This independent journey we are on, oh my God, we've unlocked the inner healer in us, the inner seer. All you motherfuckers are psychics. All you motherfuckers are seers and all these things. That's who I read for. You know what I mean? Many of you guys. Anyways, we're going to move on. I think you get the point. Perseverance. Wow. I keep getting this energy about you not giving up on some connection. And then we have the facade. So somebody could be giving you the facade of not giving up on a connection. But look, see, there's impatience. That's what I'm trying to say. This is why I believe, and this isn't for all of you, because some of you guys, we already tapped into it in the other reading yesterday. Like, some of you guys do have to leave your partner, right? It's not patience that's called here, right? You're not being patient. You're being codependent. This message isn't for you. I'm speaking to those of you that need to be patient with regards to the conceptual process of a relationship or whatever stage of the relationship you're in. This is surrounding a soulmate, whether romantic, nucleus family, okay? And again, it came out yesterday too, about needing to be patient because you're showing up as being impatient, and that can cost you. And look at it's a facade. And victim. And complacency. This is the bitch on her deathbed. Fucking, no, that's not how the story goes. It's a girl who looks at the will and sees that her parents could have done something and they didn't. They had a dream. They had the money to execute their dream, the time, and they didn't do it. And her looking at her parents being like, that's sad. Like, why wouldn't you go after your dreams? You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I just feel like you need to be patient, because this facade could be superficiality about what I need to have in my partner and this, that, and the third. And it's like, be careful, because everybody you manifest to you, especially a soulmate, is a reflection of you somehow, some way. So I feel like this complacency is somebody reflecting back on a page. The page is a person. Somebody's ego and superficiality, the opinions of somebody really feels angry towards their family because they feel like their family's opinions or the burden that their family, like the drama and all this shit, got them to lose a romantic option or a lucrative, like a business career option. I don't know now. Okay. I'm going to wrap here. All right. We're going to read Impatience and then I'll wrap, because that seems to be the overall energy of this last message, right? Okay. Electric blue moon. If I don't take care of it, it'll never happen. The legend. Ethan grows impatient, waiting for dawn, so he buys a used moon. This guy. You gotta be this guy, eh? That's the definition of impatience. It's like drawing a giant sun on your fucking veranda on a piece of paper in the nighttime. You're like, fuck the sun. The sun doesn't want to show up right now. Fuck you. Okay, the moon will not stay in place unless he holds the cord. Sky God assures him that dawn will come when he lets go, but Ethan is fearful and grips onto, I love this book, and grips onto the cord until he falls asleep and releases it. When he awakens, dawn has come, and the radiant light in the sky is blocked only by his used moon. funniest story out of this book. I don't even give a fuck. That is hilarious. The used moon, it's just funny. I can hear the paper crinkling and everything. Like I can hear the fucking paper crinkling and shit. Like it's just funny. This guy wakes up, the only thing blocking the sun. He thinks he's still in the darkness, but the shade is just his giant ass fucking picture. Okay, inspiration. Now is not the time to make a rush decision. You have made your needs known. Now leave it alone. You may block something wonderful from coming to you if you are hasty. Personal inquiry. Am I jumping the gun? If I am honest with myself, am I forcing something? Key ideas. Scarcity thinking. Don't commit to lack. Being exhausted by your efforts. Success through patience. Keywords: unfolding, revelation, and success. Meditation. Imagine something you strongly desire. The electric blue moon appears and begins to cool the heat of your emotions. Write down any communication you receive in the moonlight. If it is a message from the Council of Great Spirits, which is ironic because tonight's the full moon. Thank you, Renee. Tonight's the full moon. So I don't give a fuck how witchy bitchy any of you guys are. I don't even give a fuck if you want to leave a fucking offering. Some of you guys, you don't need to go with anything. You need to go take a cigarette from your box of cigarettes. Some of your ancestors like cigarettes, eh? They like tobacco. Okay? I don't even give a shit. The liquor, though, I'll be honest, my guys don't like the liquor. They want water, fruits, and a bit of pot. They like the frankincense. You know, they're bougie. They want the good shit, but they're not into the booze. But go out into the moonlight. And this is not any kind of moon. I watched the moon eclipse with my naked eye last night at 11 o'clock at night, walking the dog. It was amazing. It's the plagues upon the wicked. Okay. We are going to, this Jupiter energy is a reflection of expansion, because remember, Moses said, let my people go. Imagine that is anybody experiencing any form of slavery and oppression in this day and age. And then the plagues come. Remember, one of the last plagues, the 8th plague, was the sky went dark for 3 days. No, it wasn't 3 days, but the sky did go dark and the moon disappeared from the sky. And I cheered, yo. I fucking cheered, because I know what happens. Then it's 9, then it's 10, and then we're free. Like, we're close, right? Anyways, guys, that's the Monday vibe. All right. I'll catch you guys next week. I love you guys. Okay. Share in the comments. I would love to create like a dialogue about the intensity, anything. You can use it even as like a place where you'll go back, you know, write what happens to you in this full moon. It's not a regular full moon, fam. Go outside. You smoke weed, go smoke your joint out at a park under the moon. 10, 15 minutes, go back to your car, go home. It doesn't have to be a big deal. Jazz! Hi, mama. I love you. Mwah. I'm getting separation anxiety about Mama D leaving. Anyways, Mama D and Jazz are so much more grounded than I am in the group. Thank you, beautiful. Needed me the key. I did Thanksgiving last night. Aw, I love that. I did an offering last night. I brought, not the last night, 2 nights ago, I brought them all the good stuff. Mama D inspired me to do offerings. Mama D's been doing offerings from time. Even Jazz taught me about that shit years ago. So, but I'm new to it. I'm new to it. I only did my 2nd offering yesterday, but I think it did good. I think it did really good. I think my ancestors are very pleased. I'll be calling her every day, Mama D, don't worry. Okay. Yeah, please. See, Jazz is like being like emotionally supporting me already. I don't know. I get separation anxiety when people go like away. Like I won't talk to you all month and then I'll find out you're going on a trip and now all of a sudden I'm ringing down your motherfucking phone and you're going, what's wrong with this bitch? Like it's separation anxiety. I don't know. I have more separation anxiety than my dog. Anyways, I love you guys. You're the glue of the two. Now I'm hearing what's that reggae song, Glue. Like, cocky, don't stop till it come. Quarantine pussy, I'm a dead for months. In the club, let me stop. My girl, you know what you do. You are the glue. I love you guys. I thank you for accepting me as I am. All right, but I'm gonna stop before I embarrass myself. Okay. Have a great week, guys. Mwah. Ciao.